All right, so Scratch Junior and Scratch. They're actually programming tools, but I'm back in the Chrome Web Store here. And Scratch Junior just became available for Chromebooks, which is so awesome. So you can see it's there. And again, you add it to Chrome, hit the button. And then I have to go and find it off my list. So Scratch Junior, it's all about, and they can change their character. The default is a cat. They can also change their background. So it's about the setting, it's about the characters, and it's about the sequence of events. And they can program all sorts of things. So we start with the plus. And see, we have actions to start, movement, characters and how they interact with each other. They can add sound. This starts to be if things repeat in the story or if things go faster or slower, or timing of your story. And end of it. Now, they can have lots of different settings, which I absolutely love for storytelling. So let's put them at the beach. Because. And you can have your little guy, and you can have different characters. You don't have to have a cat. So you've got all these different ones. So let's have a bunny. Perfect. So you have to start it off with an instruction. So I'm going to say, start on green flag. So right now I'm programming for the bunny. And I'm going to get him to hop. And see, I can change the number of times. I'm going to get him to hop 8 times. And then I'm going to get him to say, so I can click on him, and I'm going to say, I want to try surfing. So they can start to do a little bit of dialogue, which is really neat. So you can see there's all these different pieces they can do. And so now we're going to program the cat. So also on the green one, I'm going to get him to, what should I get him to do? We can get him to make a noise, which is kind of neat. And I could get him to go faster. Then I could get him to say something. So there's all sorts of different pieces that they could do. All right, so then I'm going to hit my green flag. I want to try surfing. So it's a sequence of events. So it's sequencing when things happen. So they can add multiple scenes over here. They can add text for a title. They can use coordinates to shrink. And there's so much you could do with it. It's really fun. And that's just the junior version. Now, if you actually go to the Scratch website, scratchmit.edu, or just Google Scratch, you can sign in, but you can also just go to Create or try it out. Either way, it gets you the same spot. And in the Scratch library there. So this is the more complex version. So you can really start to get more granular. And there's tutorials to do different things. So each of these is called a sprite. So you can do all sorts of different things. So maybe I'm going to play with Alex here. Hit OK. So I can get Alex to do different things. I can move her around. But the same kind of principles apply. So I have to have an event to start. So when the flag is clicked, and I'm busy programming Alex here. You can see she's highlighted. You can do the backdrop thing again. So you can do all sorts of different settings again. Flowers. So you can see it takes it to the next level, and kids really, really dig into this. It's just a really simple kind of the things you can do. And I can go back to my script here. So it's the idea of creating a script or a set of events, but it's actually creating the code for those events. So it is a programming piece, but programming is telling the story of what's happening. So I love the tie-in to it, and kids love the tie-in to it because they get to control their story, and they have to think about what they want their cat to do based on the things he can do. You know, the cat can change color, the cat can play things, the cat can draw lines as he runs around. There's all sorts of really, really cool stuff that the cat can do. And if you go back to the main Scratch website here, I'm going to save it. They do have to sign in to save, but there's all sorts of really, really great examples here of what they could do. So it can be a whole storytelling thing. interactive pet tutorial. You can just imagine how kids could go with this. So Scratch Junior is a good place to start, and then moving into the full Scratch, which is a great thing to differentiate because some may never get past Scratch Junior.